The last common mistake on the test was something like problem number 8, where you had to solve the equation by completing the square. The whole idea with all algebra is ultimately getting x's by itself. So the first step is cancel out positive 10 by subtracting it. So after that, the equation becomes negative 4. 6 minus 10 is negative 4 equals the x squared minus 6x. And now completing the square is the idea x plus or minus something squared is a perfect square. So you had to do b divided by 2, and square it had to be on the end here. So ultimately, we need to add in, all right, b is negative 6. Negative 6 divided by 2 is 3. And 3 squared, excuse me, negative 3, but negative 3 times negative 3 squared would be add 9 to both sides. So the next step of work, 9 minus 4, leaves us 5. And we have now completed the square on the other side. We would have x minus 3 squared. And now at this point of completing the square, we've isolated something that's just a squared part. You cancel squares by square rooting. Don't forget, when you square root something, you have a plus or minus of it. So the next step of the equation, you got that plus or minus root 5 equals, and now it's just x minus 3. We canceled out the square by square rooting. Technically, I guess we'd square rooted both sides, and those cancel each other out. So again, we got plus or minus root 5 equals x minus 3. Opposite of minus 3 is plus 3. So the last and final step, which is basically the answer, 3 plus or minus root 5 has to equal x. Please recreate the problem and just pick different numbers than the 6, the minus 6, and the positive 10.